Hi everybody, my name is Caden.
I'm Jaden.
I'm Nicole.
I'm Eli.
And I'm Jason.
And we are the Yahoo and the Torah YouTube channel. And we thank you guys so much for joining us, coming together as a family. We have these new platforms, we have BitChute and Odyssey, but nothing is family quite like you guys here on YouTube. So we thank you guys for your companionship. We thank you guys for just joining us. Your guys' input just means so much to us. Your guys' prayer requests, your guys' thoughts, everything you guys put in, it means a lot to us. So we appreciate your guys' time to actually spend a little bit of your morning or evening, depending on where you are, with us and just study the Torah, study what is important, what should be on our hearts, minds, and souls at all times, what should be thought of as the greatest things we can have in life and the greatest achievements is to learn the Torah, know the full knowledge of the Torah.
Absolutely, yeah, that's a key to life, and thank you very much, Kate, for that. I appreciate that. And I didn't get to the messages. I'm a little bit behind on some messages here, but I would like to do a huge shout out to Shawnee, and I think I said it right. Shawnee, is it Shawnee?
I think it's Shawnee.
Shawnee, and from Hannibal and all the tribe over there. So this is something big, and this is something that everybody should definitely take notes of. Back when I was at Google, there were two guys, and they smoked a lot of cigarettes. And I saw them smoking cigarettes, and I thought it was an easy score. So I went to both of them, and I bet them each $500 that they could not stop smoking cigarettes. And I said, hey, I don't think you guys are tough enough to actually do this. And they're like, oh yeah, we're tough. And we were the dudes club at Google, and they're like, oh yeah, we could do this. So I got them in there, and here's the bottom line. I ended up with $1,000. By the time this was done, they went for weeks and months, and by the time they're done, Buddy and Ken, both guys were named Ken, and both guys failed not being able to stop smoking cigarettes. So if there is a drug that is probably one of the most wickedest, one of the most man-made vile drugs out there, it is the rolled up, packaged up cigarettes that come in a package. Now, I'm not saying this as in regular tobacco, because the stuff that you grow in the actual field, there's actually some medicinal stuff that you can do with regular tobacco. Now, what they've done is the cigarette industries, they've paid off absolutely everybody, and then they put in nearly 100 different kinds of other drugs inside of that tobacco. So what you're hooked on is you're not hooked on straight nicotine. You are hooked on the tars and all the other chemicals, 100 different chemicals in there. And some of these chemicals you would not take by themselves. You would die. But they have put them in there, and that's how they process these cigarettes. And so Shawnee has done an incredible job, and it is amazing that she did this. Yesterday, it was last night, she was 7 days without smoking cigarettes, which is a big thing. Round of applause. Yes.
Good job, Shawnee.
Yeah, good job, Shawnee. And it's hard. It is very, very hard. Now, Shawnee, if you are able to get past this first week was very, very hard. Week 2 is going to be hard. There's going to be coming a wind at some point where you're just going to be sitting there, and you're going to have to fight this. This is going to be a lifetime fighting. But if you made it through the first week, you can do this. And good job, sis. Absolutely tremendous job. For those who smoke cigarettes, obviously you shouldn't be doing it. For those who drink caffeine, it's actually dangerous. It is very dangerous to you. You should be taking coffee, and you should be grinding it up, and you should be putting it on your plants, and it will kill your bugs. Kill the bugs that attack your plants. It should not be drank. The reason that you get high or that you feel a buzz is because your body has gone into fight or flight mode. And Shawnee, you are a warrior. So good job. Congratulations on this. All right, so let's get into this, guys, a little bit. We will get into our BLB. Oh, I don't have the Torah calendar up. What is today? Today is
It's a fifth day, I believe. Yeah,
I think yesterday was the fifth day, wasn't it?
No, fifth day, but it's like
the day of the week is fifth day, but
I think
we're a fifth day, and what does fifth day means for us?
It means
dog baths.
Dog baths. Yes.
It's always it's not like something that's like crazy, but
it is crazy.
It's a very tiring task. It's very you have to be careful of the dogs. If one gets out and the dog's next to it, if you pick this dog up, the next one's going to attack him.
It's called hide and go seek dog, because
it is. They run. They hate baths.
There's one dog that will actually run to the bath. He loves the bath, and then the rest of them. By the time we get through the other 9 of them, it is we're all tired, and it's rough. It's hard to do baths. All right. So what is the date today?
The 4th day of the 6th month.
It's 4th day of the 6th month on
the
Yah's
5th day. 5th day of the week.
5th day of the week,
Fourth
4th day of the month,
sixth
6th month. Wow, that's getting complex. But
It's making it hard.
yes, it's better than saying August, or we're actually in September now, right?
Yeah.
September
So
1st.
August, for
Better
those who
say Thursday.
yeah, so those who do not know, August was that was the August,
Octavius.
yeah, Octavius. And so if you say the month August all the time, you're celebrating old pagan gods
Some
and
of the-
things. Yeah,
yeah,
old kings and
Yeah, every
things.
name is in the calendar, and your days are based off paganism.
Yeah, every
Yeah.
single
Just
day,
look it up.
literally.
Moon Day. I remember Tuesday.
Tuesday.
With Thor's Day.
Thursday,
Sun Day is the day of the
Friday
sun.
is like
Solvictus.
Greek god, I think Frigga.
yeah, they're, every single one of them are evil.
Saturday is Saturn Day, and Saturn's like another name for Satan. So
yes, they love
that's
Saturn.
why it should just be called Sabbath. So it's called the Shabbat.
Yep, and that's why we don't have days of the week. We have numbers. All right.
And if the days were called Sabbath, there might actually be people like following that day because they know that's the Sabbath day. But since it's named Saturn Day, you really don't know that's the Sabbath day.
Well, it's a good thing about Sabbath, because we're going to get into a little bit today about that as well. And maybe Yah has put that on the cross. Maybe he decided that it doesn't really matter to him. We will find that out today.
I was so confused
I
when
don't
you
think
started
so.
that.
You don't think
I was
so?
like, where is he going with this?
Well, okay, we'll see. Maybe it's gone. We'll see. Deuteronomy 5. And Moshe called all Yashrael and said unto them, Hear, O Yashrael, the commandments and the judgments which I speak in your ears this day, that ye may learn them, guard them, and do them. All right, sounds like a command right out of the gate to me.
Yeah, he said it's like learn the commands, learn them and guard them.
He's like, yeah. And
Learn them and do it.
So this will go under our other one. We have something like this, right, Nicole?
And that's the Shema.
Yeah.
This is the Shema.
No, it's-
Hero
no,
Yisrael.
Shema's next.
This is Hero Yisrael. This is another version of the Shema, yes.
Shema's next chapter. But yeah, that's awesome. Everything in Deuteronomy is like super exciting. Okay, so
I
that's a
think
command.
Deuteronomy is like the best book.
It's
out
a
of
wrap up
out
of all the
five.
good stuff. Okay, Nicole, do you have that?
Yep.
Okay, verse 2. Yahuwah Eloheinu cut a covenant with us in Korev. Yahuwah cut not this covenant with our fathers, but with us, even us, who are all of us here alive this day. Yahuwah talked with you face to face in the mount out of the midst of the fire. I stood between Yahuwah and you at that time, to show you the word of Yahuwah, for ye were afraid by reason of the fire, and went not up into the mount, saying. And that was all in parentheses, so 5 I don't think actually was in the scriptures. Verse 6, I am Yahuwah Eloheka, which brought you out of the land of Mitzrayim, from the house of bondage. Ye shall have no Elohim before me. Wow, this deja vu, I've heard this before.
Yeah, I'm just repeating Exodus 20.
It's over and over and over. Yeah, this is over.
And that could be under the supporting commands.
Yep,
for
supporting commands.
No Elohim before him.
Yep, obviously, and he said that before. You shall not make you any graven image. Wow, this is deja vu again. Or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the waters beneath the earth.
You would think if he has done away with it, you just really wasted his time on this whole
He
thing.
did waste a lot of time.
Repeating it over and over to these people that just couldn't really figure out. He just like wasted time. He was just like, oh well, they can't keep it. I'm done.
Well, they believe that Yah changed, and that these commands were they were a little too hard. Their commands were set just to see if anyone could do them, but we know that nobody could do them, so that's why he sent his son to die, so that we can live in a pigsty. We can eat pork.
The thing is, why would his son die just so he do what we want? Like, why don't we do what we want anyway?
Well, because Yah was too rough. He knows that people sin and they just can't get out of their wickedness. And so he wants to allow us in our wickedness. So he thought the best way to do it would be to torture his son and let him die in the name of sin.
That's some sort of psychopath
It
mentality.
is kind of psychopath, isn't it?
It's a little insane when you say, yeah, well, instead of him just like sending a prophet saying, hear what he said, he says, he realizes you guys can't keep it, you're too incompetent to do this, the Torah is gone, instead of just...
That wickedness is just too good. It really is, right? Right?
It's like the bacon, man. It's just too good.
It is just too good. It's really good being wicked. Okay, here we go. And for anyone out there who doesn't know we're being facetious, we're completely being facetious. The laws are good for all times, and what we just said was like the Christian blasphemy. All right, verse 9. You shall not bow down yourself unto them, nor serve them, for I, Yahuwah Eloheka, am a jealous El, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
It repeats it word by word, Exodus 20. This is Exodus 20 that's repeating word by word.
So, Nicole, you got verse 8?
Yep.
Okay, and you got verse 9, right? Okay, so this is interesting, right? So he's going to visit the iniquity of the fathers unto the third and fourth generation. So that would say to you guys, if you guys had kids, and your guys had kids, and your kids had kids, that would be the fourth generation after me. Mm-hmm. That's a long time. That's like 100. That's a long time, guys. We're talking like 200 and some years and we know this because Yah was angry with Moshe for at least 40 years, right?
Yeah.
And he even though Moshe did all this stuff, had to deal with all these crying, weeping beta males and beta females, and Yah was still angry with them. All right, 10. And showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and guard my commandments.
Whoa.
Whoa.
He loves those who guard his commandments.
Well, that can't be.
Does that mean he hates those who disobey his
It
commandments?
says that he does. It says the prayers of those who are into abomination. He doesn't want to hear them, right? And so we've learned some stuff. I don't know if prayers go directly to Yah, or if messengers take the prayers to Yah, because you'll see other readings where the messengers are bringing up the prayers of the Kadeshim.
Yeah.
And like something. So I've actually, I'm like, Yah, I know you hear me, but if there's a messenger that needs to take this, will you please have them deliver this message to Yah?
I know he's omnipotent and can hear them all, so...
But I think there's other people that
I think he would
struggle.
disperse it, right?
Yeah, not even. I think he knows everything. I think he can hear everything. But I think at the end of the day, if something's truly important, there's messengers that are out there looking for us. They're fighting for us. They're just part of our worlds that we never ever see. And so they're the ones who are like, yeah, look, this guy is sitting here pleading to you. Will you please listen to this guy? And if there's enough people that are sitting there pleading to Yah, maybe he'll change his mind. But not in Moshe's case. He didn't get to see the land. 11. You shall not take the name of Yahuwah Eloheka in vain, for Yahuwah will not hold him guiltless that takes his name in vain.
That goes basically everyone.
Yep. Yeah. There you go. Nicole, you got that?
Yep.
Guard the day of the Shabbat to sanctify it as Yahuwah Eloheka has commanded you. Oh, I guess it's not on the cross. I guess we should be keeping the Shabbat. It says right here. In fact, it says it over and over and over. So here,
Back it up.
Yeah, back it up. Okay. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work. But the seventh day is the Shabbat of Yahuwah Eloheka. In it you shall not do any work. You, nor your son, nor your daughter, nor your manservant, nor your maidservant, nor your ox, nor your donkey, nor any of your cattle, nor your stranger that is within your gates, that your manservant and your maidservant may rest as well as you. And remember that you were a servant in the land of Mitzrayim, and that Yahuwah Eloheka brought you out thence through a mighty hand and by a stretched out arm. Therefore, Yahuwah Eloheka commanded you to observe the day of the Shabbat. More. You got that in, Nicole? All right. So I think he wants us to keep the Shabbat. Anyone else?
I mean, he says so. I mean, what do we got? Like 15 times he said keep the Shabbat in the Torah. I mean, there's so many times.
240 by the time you make it through scriptures. Over 240 times it mentions Shabbat.
Wow, that's a lot. And
yeah. Honor your father and your mother, as Yahuwah Eloheka has commanded you, that your days may be prolonged, and that it may go well with you in the land which Yahuwah Eloheka gives you. Now, what about our land? Are we here? Is this our land? What about people's lands? It says you only need to honor your father and mother in the land he gives you. What does this mean?
I feel like the land we're in is also...
wherever we're at is what Yah has given us. Yah has decided we can have this part. If we're in an apartment, a house, on the side of the road...
So if we have a little apartment complex in the middle of a city, should we honor our father and mother?
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Yah has blessed us with that land. Yah has blessed us with that area.
But they're talking here, this is the old school land of Moshe, right?
I mean, I guess if you guys have children and you guys don't want your children obeying you, then go for it. Yeah, you let your children do what they want.
Yeah, no, it should. Yeah, so whatever land you're on, that is your land. If you are alive and breathing,
that's what Yah has blessed you with.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And it may be a cardboard box in the side of the road, but hopefully it's a dry cardboard box. And if not, then go under go find another alley or something.
Like the end of the verse says, "Which Yahuwah your Elohim is giving you, that's the land. He gave you that apartment. He gave you that house."
Why is honoring your father and mother such a big deal? He says it over and over.
I think it has to be like because they know more. They're your parents.
What does it mean to honor your father and mother?
Might as well respect them, like show them respect. Like
is lying to your father and mother, is that respect?
Absolutely not.
Is disobeying them, is that respectful?
No, that's
where do we draw the lines? How do you respect your father and mother?
I would say by obeying.
You respect them by obeying what they say. You would respect them by honoring their will and their wishes. You would basically have respect for them. You would
and if you're not willing to respect your father and mother, there's a good chance you're not going to respect Yah, right?
Right, because he's our father.
He's our father, yeah. And so, where's the line draw? How do we? What happens if we don't do this? I mean, what does this look like?
It looks like disobedient children didn't make it.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of things in honoring your father and mother, and to honor them, if people are like doing evil. or lying, deceiving, any of that, is that honoring your father and mother?
No.
Okay, let's continue on. 17, you shall not kill, neither shall you break wedlock, neither shall you steal, neither shall you bear false witness against your neighbor. Okay, we've seen these before.
Yeah, it's like almost a copy and paste from Exodus 20. He's like, here, let me just...
Well, this is the new generation, right? These guys weren't... Some of these guys...
They probably brand new. They're probably 10 years old, 20 years old, and they probably... Because they were like... 40
were,
years ago, they weren't born.
Yeah.
Like, this is like Moses, like, giving him, like, the final commands, like, the rerun of these guys. Like, all right, new generation, listen up. This is what you're going to do. This is what you're not going to do.
But you know what I've noticed has changed? Nothing. Yeah, nothing has changed. It's the same
Big
thing.
fat donut, zero.
Yeah, nothing. It's all the same. It never changes from verse to verse, chapter to chapter, from the front of the book to the end. It is all the same. Okay, so we shouldn't steal. Neither shall you bear false witness against your neighbor. Why don't we do that again?
Because if we sitting there saying our neighbor did something they didn't and get him punished, I mean, it's just wickedness abroad. It's just
good luck ever trying to minister to somebody that you've ruined their life, right? You send the cops to their house for a reason, or
I caught the dude stealing from the dude next door. He's now back in his house.
Or
he didn't
you
steal.
say evil about them. Oh, this guy, I think this guy goes out and he poaches animals at night or something, and everyone's like, oh, this guy's a game. He poaches animals, and he doesn't. He's like, I don't.
And even if it's not true and people don't believe you, it always sits in the back of their mind. They always judge this person. They always look at this person as, I might need to be careful of this person. I might need to watch out for this person, even if it's not true, because you've said that thing.
And that is the power of speech, right? Once it's gone across your lips, once you've made a lie out of your mouth, it becomes the real lie, right? You can have your evil thoughts, you can do your evil things, and that's obviously evil. But the second that you bring that to life is when you have brought the demon out, right? You have literally brought a demon out. Okay. 21. Neither shall you lust after your neighbor's woman, neither shall you lust after your neighbor's house, his field, or his manservant, or his maidservant, his ox, or his donkey, or anything that is your neighbor's.
No coveting.
Don't covet.
Because
Nicole, are you getting all these?
Yep.
Because coveting leads to more than just coveting. Like, oh, I wish I had what he had. It will lead you into sin. It will lead you into losing your soul.
Or hating that person that having you don't.
Or seeking money and fame, trying to get what this other guy has when you don't need that, right? Yah provides what he needs to us, to everybody, right? He will provide manna from the sky. He will provide gold out of rocks if you need gold. If Yah thinks that that is what you need, that is what you will have, and he will deliver you. Okay, 22. These words Yahweh spoke unto all your assembly in the mount out of the midst of the fire, out of the cloud, and of the thick darkness with a great voice. And he added no more. And he wrote them on 2 sapphire stones and delivered them unto me. And it came to pass, when ye heard the voice out of the midst of the darkness, for the mountain did burn with fire, that ye came near unto me, even all the heads of your tribes and your elders. And ye said, Behold, Yahuwah Eloheinu has showed us his glory and his greatness, and we have heard his voice out of the midst of the fire. We have seen this day that Elohim talks with man, and he lives. Now therefore, why should we die? For this great fire will consume us. If we hear the voice of Yahuwah Eloheinu anymore, then we shall die. Why are these guys so scared of the voice of Yah?
Probably it's loud.
It's powerful. There's
if
fire around.
If you've ever been in like a lightning storm, it's very, very loud, and it's possibly scary.
Why else?
It's the little people.
It's power. The power coming out. The things they're hearing and seeing.
Why else? Why don't you like to see your dad coming out with a spanking stick?
This is scary.
You know you're about to get beat.
Why would you get beat?
You're sinning.
Why? What is sin? What do you have when you sin?
Transgression against
Guilt.
Oh.
You have guilt. And so if you have a guy that is sitting there screaming at you, or not even screaming at you, yelling at you through the fire, and you are feeling guilty. I mean, guilty people don't have these kind of conditions, right? You don't carry that same kind of a load as non-guilty people, right? If you're non-guilty, you don't worry about dad coming out with a spanking stick because you wouldn't be the one getting spanked.
These guys were all deeply rooted in idol worship.
Egyptian,
and stuff.
Babylon,
They literally just came out of the land of like the great pagans. They have the giant sphinx, right? Everyone bows down to the sphinx. Everyone was. They all had their own gods. They had their own sun god.
Yeah, they have Ra. I mean, they have their own god. I mean, they have hundreds of gods.
These people grew up in a thing where it's like no other gods. Don't make carved images. Don't steal. And I mean, I'm sure they were. They had none of the law. I'm sure they're all stealing. I'm sure they're all lying.
And we went over it the other day that why would the nations envy the people that kept the Torah? Right? We talked about that before. Well, here it is. The nations all have multiple gods, right? They have a god of winter. They have a god of summer. They have a god of having
They have
babies.
star gods.
Yeah,
It's way too
everything.
confusing. Like, why? Why would you need that many when there's just one?
And it's talk about the people in India. There's thousands of different gods. I mean, they have like the demon god Kali, and they have. I mean, they all worship every single one. They have them for every day of the week. They have one for. I mean, there's so many gods in India. It's crazy. So yeah, that's why the nations would go, wow, you guys have one Elohim, and he provides all this
And you guys
for
aren't
you.
stealing from each other. And you guys aren't like doing all this evil stuff.
Yeah.
You're like, wow, looks like people in harmony. I wish we could have this.
Yeah. All right. 26. For who is there of all flesh that has heard the voice of the living Elohim speaking out of the midst of the fire as we have and lived? So they're all freaked out, right?
People don't usually live when people's talking to fire.
Yeah. Go near and hear all that Yahuwah Eloheinu shall say, and speak you unto us all that Yahuwah Eloheinu shall speak unto you, and we will hear it and do it. Okay, these people rejected our Creator as well. And Yahuwah heard the voice of your words, when ye spoke unto me. And Yahuwah said unto me, I have heard the voice of the words of this people, which they have spoken unto you. They have well said all that they have spoken. So Yah actually says that's probably a good idea, because they're not going to make it in this little thing. Oh, that there were such a heart in them, that they would fear me, and guard all my commandments always, that it might be well with them, and with their children forever. Wow, what's that forever mean? Does that forever mean until the cross is here? Or what do you mean? What is forever exactly?
Oh no, he didn't have a written specific timeline, so I assume it would be
Forever. It must be.
Forever.
That must be until like August 25th, 2025. That's forever, right?
no.
No, nothing. I mean, what is forever?
Forever would be until the passing of time. It would literally be for all eternity. There's no time limit on forever. Forever just means it's continuing.
Well, he just said to guard his commandments forever.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
It's just it's a hard thing for people to understand that.
Why are these such hard words?
He says see, the thing is, this right here would make Yah a liar for him to say,
Oh, yeah.
keep my things forever, do what I say, I just wish you guys would keep my commands for all generations, your children's children, everything, and then say, it's gone. He would really need to apologize to these old Israelites for breaking the commands and kicking them into exile for just throwing it away.
And what you said makes a lot of sense why Moshe was still cursed 40 years afterwards, that he wouldn't be able to see the land, because Yah's judgments are right every time. They are exactly right, and they are just, and he's right. Okay, 30. Go say to them, get you into your tents again. But as for you, stand here by me, and I will speak unto you all the commandments, and all the statutes, and all the judgments, which you shall teach them, that they may do them in the land which I give them to possess it.
Imagine that, hearing Yah say, come here and stand beside me. That would just be an amazing
It'd be amazing.
thing.
Yeah,
That'd
it'd
be
be
a crazy
amazing.
thing to hear.
It'd be amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay, 32. Ye shall guard to do therefore as Yahuwah Elohim has commanded you. Ye shall not turn aside to the right hand or to the left. Nicole, are you getting the rest of these?
Yeah.
You got all these?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got guard my commandments forever. 29.
Yep.
Okay. All right, she's on it. All right.
29 and then 33. The last one.
All right, 33. Okay, so ye, and then what about 32?
Oh, 32. Yep. I
Yeah,
missed
32,
that.
right?
Yep.
All right, we might need to go over this just again to make sure we have all these.
We can do it
Okay.
afterwards.
Ye shall, okay, so 33. Ye shall walk in all the ways which Yahuwah Elohim has commanded you, that ye may live, that it may be well with you, that ye may prolong your days in the land which ye shall possess. I think that part right there where it says, in the land which ye shall possess, I think that trips up all the people, right? Because they're like, well, we're not in the land. We're not part of Moshe's team.
You possess a house, you possess an apartment, you possess a farm.
But we're in captivity. We're not in the land of Yah, right? And so why would these commands...
Well, here's how Yisrael always came back out of captivity, right? We're all captive, we're all scattered. Nobody knows what tribe they're from. Nobody knows wherever we were born into a form of slavery outside of the covenant of Yah. And the way he always brought them back was when these people repented and they started following commands. He was like, okay, they're ready to come back. I will bring my people back.
Yeah.
Imagine if they were in Babylon and they were still worshiping idols, right? Imagine they were still bowing down to all their false gods. Yah's like, I'm not going to he wouldn't be bringing these people back into things. He's like, they're not ready. They need another 70 years.
Yeah, and we're at the end of 6,000 years, right? And so if you guys don't think that you're actually in captivity, simply take out your wallet and look at your driver's license or pull out your social security card. You guys are branded wherever you're at. North Americans are completely branded. Try not paying your taxes in North America in any country you're in and see what happens
He's
to
not
you.
saying actually do that because you will end up in like jail and things of that
No,
sort.
I say absolutely don't pay your taxes. You should not pay your
Okay.
taxes. Even though YHWH says give to Caesar what is Caesar's, I would say that's extortion. That you should not. There's no actual physical laws in North America that say you have to pay taxes. It's a complete extortion scam. And if you look at the back of your dollar bill, and you look at the triangle, and you look at the eye at the back of that.
Now, why do we have a...
That's not the all-seeing eye of God.
Yeah, why we have the all-seeing eye of Ra
Yeah.
on a triangle of all things,
Yeah.
which is the Satanist symbol, but we'll go over that in our video.
Yeah,
or
so
something.
we just went off into thing. But yeah, if you're paying taxes to the IRS and things of that nature, you don't need to. So there's ways you can go around that, and it's not stealing from anybody or anything of the sort. It's your cash. It's called extortion. I'm just saying, I'm trying to make the point that if you don't think that you're slaves, try not paying your taxes, and you'll see what kind of slave you are.
40 phone calls and knocking on your door all day long.
Yep. So anyway, that is it, gentlemen. That is what we have. Does anybody have anything else?
I have a question on 32.
32.
Is that just the same as guard my commands?
Yeah.
Because it does say that we've never seen this where it says ye shall not turn aside to the right hand or to the left.
I've seen that all throughout scriptures. Don't
Okay.
go to the left and go to the right.
That's like, are you on the narrow path, or are you going to
Yeah.
go to the wide path of destruction?
Because if you have one straight forward. If you veer
Well,
to
I
the
know
right
that.
or to the left.
I know, but I don't think we have anything
It's like-
that actually
No, but
says-
it's the same stuff. Guard the
Okay.
commandments, so that would go under that.
Okay, that's it.
And
That's all
yeah,
I was
don't go to the
curious.
left or right.
It's like, you have one path that leads to destination, the other two, when you go off, it just leads to a cliff and you fall off and die.
If you don't guard the commandments, you go to the left or the right. So that's basically it. So you want to guard them. All right, that is it. Much love to
Tonight is Youth for Yah.
Youth for Yah in English,
We will
guys.
be live, at what time? We don't know what time.
We don't know what time it is. It's probably like, I don't know what time it is, but we'll put it up and so everybody can get there. And then someday we'll figure out the time on this. And Youth for Yah, yeah, be there, be square, or not. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, or circle, whatever you'd like to be. So hopefully you guys have a wonderful day. Tomorrow is a preparation day. So as we begin descending our week, remember that there is a Shabbat, and it's a couple days from now. And so we want to be preparing everything, our hearts, minds, and souls, that we are able to keep the Shabbat in the way Yah wants us to keep the Shabbat, and that is in peace, harmony, and rest. All right.
All right, we will see you guys later. Read your Bibles, and shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.